Hello everyone, my name is Mrs. Kang. Today I'm going to read you a story called The Sheep Pig. It's from an author called Derek King-Smith and he is a master in animal adventures. I hope you enjoy the story. Okay, Chapter 1, Guess My Weight. "What's that noise?" said Mrs. Hoggart, sticking her comfortable round face out of the kitchen window. "Listen, there it is. What do you hear? What a racket! What a row! Nobody'd think someone was being murdered. Oh, dearie me! Whatever is it? Just listen to it, will you?" Farmer Hoggart listened. From the usually quiet valley below the farm came a medley of sounds: the oomph, oomph of the brass band, the shouts of the children, the rattle of the thump of a skittle alley, and every now and again a very high, very loud, very angry sounding squealing lasting perhaps 10 seconds. Farmer Hoggart pulled out an old pocket watch, as round as a saucer, and he looked at it. "Fair starts at 2, he said. It started. "I knows that," said Mrs. Hoggart, "because I'm late now by all the cakes and the jams, pickles and the preserves as is meant to be on the produce store this very minute. And who's going to take him there? I'd like to know why you are. But afore you does, what that noise?" The squealing sounded again. "That noise?" Mrs. Hoggart nodded a great many times. Everything she did was done with great length, whether it was speaking or simply nodding her head. Farmer Hoggart, on the other hand, never wasted his energies or his words. "Pig," he said. Mrs. Hoggart nodded a lot more. "I thought 'twas a pig. I said to myself, that's a pig, that is, only nobody round here do keep pigs. 'Tis all sheep for miles about. What's a pig doing? I said to myself, anybody think he was killing the poor thing? Have a look when you take all this stuff down, which you'd better do now. Come and give us a hand. It can go in the back of the Land Rover. 'Tis raining. 'Twon't hurt. Wipe your boots before you comes in," said Mrs. Farmer Hoggart, when he had driven down to the village and made his delivery to the produce store. Farmer Hoggart walked across the green, past the Hooper store and the coconut shy, and Aunt Sally and the skittles and the band, to the source of the squealing noise, which came now and again from a small pen of hurdles in a far corner against the churchyard wall. By the pen sat the vicar, notebook in hand, a cardboard box on a table in front of him. On the hurdles hung a notice: "Guess my weight, 10 pence a go." Inside was a little pig. As Farmer Hoggart watched, a man leaned over and picked it out of the pen. He hefted it on both hands, frowning and pursuing his lips in a considering way, while all the time the piglet struggled madly and yelled "Blue murder." The moment it was put down, it quieted. Its eyes, bright, intelligent eyes, met the farmer's. They regarded one another. One saw a tall, thin, brown-faced man with very long legs, and the other saw a small, fat, pinky white animal with very short ones. "Ah, come along, Mr. Hoggart," said the vicar. "You know me. He could be yours for 10 pence. Guess his weight correctly. By the end of the day you could be taking him home." "Don't keep pigs," said Farmer Hoggart. He stretched out a long arm and scratched his back. Gently he picked it up and held it before his face. It stayed quiet, still, and made no sound. "That's funny," said the vicar. "Every time so far that someone has picked him up, he screamed his head off. He seems to like you. You'll have to have a guess." Carefully Farmer Hoggart put the piglet back into the pen. Carefully he took a 10 pence piece from his pocket and dropped it in the cardboard box. Carefully he ran his finger down the list of guesses already in the vicar's notebook. "Quite a variation," said the vicar. "Anything from 20 pounds to 40 so far," he wrote down. Mr. Hoggart and waited, pencil poised. Once again, slowly, thoughtfully, the farmer picked up the piglet again. Once again it remained still and silent. £31, said Farmer Hoggett. He put the little pig down. And a quarter, he said. 31 1/4 pounds. Thank you, Mr. Hoggett. We shall be weighing the little chap at about 4:30. Be gone by then. Ah, well, we can always telephone you if you should be lucky enough to win. Never win nothing. As he walked back across the green, the sound of the pigs yelling ran out as someone else had a go. You do never win nothing, said Mrs. Hoggett at tea time, when her husband in a very few words had explained matters. Though I've often thought I'd like a pig. We could feed him on scraps. He'd come just right for Christmas. Just think, 2 nice hams, 2 sides of bacon, pork chops, kidney, liver, chitterling, trotters, save his blood for black pudding. There's the phone. Farmer Hoggett picked it up. Oh, he said. Right, guys, I hope you enjoyed chapter 1. You can always load up your views on Tapestry, Instagram, or on our Facebook page. And please join me next week for chapter 2. Bye for now.